We are talking about why your Instagram content isn't converting, and in this video we're going to be diagnosing why that is happening for you and giving you the solution for how you can make sure your Instagram content is actually converting into sales, into leads, and into clients fundamentally. So we're going to be going through the 3 main reasons why your Instagram content isn't actually converting right now. From my experience, what I always see always comes down to these 3. So if you're putting content out there and you are getting more "I love your content," I found this really helpful type of reactions versus the "how can I work with you," this video is for you. We're going to be really addressing that, and that is so common. But also, this should not be happening with your content. You should very much be in that place of getting those "how can I work with you" type messages, and that is what we really want as business owners. Your Instagram content alone should be nurturing your audience. You should be getting clients, getting sales, and actually seeing results from this content alone. This should be bringing in potential clients, but sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay, but we're going to be fixing that today. So here are the common 3 reasons why I see this not converting for people. The first one is the content is just too vague and too general. It's just really broad and it's not converting because of this. So your content is not going to convert unless it's actually speaking to your ideal clients. So actually keeping this really broad and trying not to niche down, trying to stay really open is just really hurting you here in terms of the results you're getting, because you are being so broad, being so open that you're not speaking to anyone because you're trying to speak to everyone at the same time. What we really need to be using here is really specific language, which is going to be pulling in your ideal client, not general statements that they're going to be scrolling right by. They are seeing all day their feed filled with people talking about the same thing that you help people with, the same result which you're promising, the same transformation that you're selling. And they're just going to scroll right by if we're just getting really general statements. That is not what we're wanting. We want things to be really specific. We want language which is actually going to connect with people and actually pull them in. That's what we need to be focusing on here, not being vague and general. It sounds like you're going to be getting less clients from this because you're speaking to less people, but you're speaking so strongly to the right people that you're actually going to then get clients by using this approach. The second reason why I notice Instagram content not converting is you're talking about all the things. So kind of similar to what we were previously talking about. This one's more in terms of your just general messaging. But here you are just talking about a lot of things. There's so many different topics you're trying to cover. And people actually want someone who can help them with their specific problem. If someone is looking for a, I don't know, what's a good example? A nutrition coach, for example, and they are looking specifically because they have IBS and are looking for support in terms of how they can manage those symptoms and what they could be eating better, etc. They're not just going to hire someone who is person A, who is, just talking about all things nutrition, all things, every type of person, every type of reason why someone would want this, versus that person B, who is really specific and is talking about specifically nutrition for people with IBS. Very random example, but I hope you get the point of that. We want to really speak to a specific problem because that is when people are going to resonate with us so much that they can say, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've been looking for. That's exactly what I need help with, and actually then hire us for a specific reason. So really with this, if you notice you are really talking about all the things, work on nailing down what you actually talk about so you can become an expert in your specific thing and you become the go-to person for something versus being someone who just talks about all things nutrition and just keeps it very open and very broad there. The third reason why I notice actually Instagram content not converting is you aren't actually selling a transformation, you're just selling a program. So yes, people want to join your one-to-one program, that is true. But at the end of the day, no one cares about a one-to-one program. No one cares about how many calls are included. No one cares about how long the program is, how many times we're going to meet, etc. They want the transformation. They want the result. That is the only reason they're even interested in the one-to-one program in the first place. So yes, we can focus on selling, join my one-to-one program, sign up for my one-to-one program. But if we're not talking about the transformation, we're not actually selling this specific transformation and selling this result, no one cares. They're not going to pay attention even to when you're talking about that one-to-one program. The only reason why they pay attention when you talk about the one-to-one program is because of the transformation you've shared, because of the result which you've shared. So we need to be leading with this. So focus in on these 2 things and then talk about the one-to-one program, because then you have people paying attention. These are the hook which actually gets them paying attention in the first place. And I really notice when people aren't getting results from Instagram content, a lot of the times they're just talking about their generic content and then they're going into, okay, you can work with me one-to-one, versus saying, here's how I can help you, here's the result I can get you, here's the result I have gotten from my previous clients, and let's work together one-to-one and I can help you do that. That's how you want to be phrasing it, and that's how you want to be selling it. So those are the 3 reasons which I notice for people just not getting results from Instagram, for the content not converting. So if your content is not converting, most likely the issue is in one of these 3 areas, and you really want to look at these 3 of where is the problem and just diagnose it and use the specific shifts which we spoke about for actually getting your Instagram content to convert at the end of the day and actually get you consistent clients from there, because it is so possible. We just need to fix these issues first. So let me know in the comments what was the most helpful takeaway from today's video, and I will see you tomorrow for our next training.